Hey guys, I'm here with the most exciting Mini that was launched a few years ago, and here it is. It's the MINI JCW GP. So let's take a quick walk around and take a look at this car. Firstly, let's take a look at the color. It comes in racing grey metallic, which is a special color just meant for the GP. Alright, and on the roof you can see it has the melting silver color, as well as on the side mirror, and you have some chili red accents on the front grille right here, and also on the bottom of the front bumper. Alright, so we have three very unique colors on this GP. If you take a look at the front design, it has a specially designed front grille and front bumper just for this GP. And one of the interesting ones is this side blade, this add-on arch, which goes onto the side of the car. Right, this actually gives it a much wider look, and this car really, it just looks so wild. Alright, if you see this on the road, it has real great road presence. So now, how powerful is this? Well, it has the most powerful engine in a 3-door Mini. Okay, it has a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, which produces 306 horsepower, and it has 450 Newton meters of torque. Alright, 0 to 100 is at 5.2 seconds, and the top speed is the fastest for a Mini, which is at 265 km/h. Alright, so it's got a very powerful engine, and this is mated to a 8-speed Steptronic sports transmission. Okay, we'll test out performance later. And one of the interesting thing on this side plate, as you can see, is this numbering here. Okay, it says 2956. Alright, basically there were only 3,000 units of this GP made worldwide. Okay, so it's a limited edition, and this is number 2,956 to roll out from the plant. Alright, so you have individual numbering on the car. Okay, looking at the tires, this actually comes with 18-inch. These tires are non-run flat. Alright, and these are Hankook tires, which are high performance tires, which gives a good grip. Alright, and it has one of the largest brakes fitted to a Mini as well. Okay, it has the 4-pot disc brake, 4-pot calipers, and the disc is about 330 millimeters. Alright, so the brakes are really huge, and they are also really powerful. Alright, this car is basically designed for track use. Alright, that's why it has these really huge brakes. Suspension also has been tuned specifically for track use. Alright, it doesn't have adaptive suspension like the normal 3-door JCW. Alright, but the suspension, the absorbers, the spring rates, even the camber, all has been tuned for track use. Alright, so we'll test out the handling later, and let's see how it goes. As for the side of the car, it has specific GP decals. Alright, and one of the interesting one, the rear wing is a really huge rear wing at the back of the car with the GP logo on the sides. If you take a look at it from the back, okay, you can see the chili red accents in there. It really makes this car stand out on the road. As you move to the back, okay, it has the Uni Jack tail lights, and it's got 2 large tailpipes right down the center of the bumper and the diffuser. And here it has the GP badge on the rear tailgate. As you can see, I think there will be a lot of GP logos all around the car. Even on the center cap of the wheels, it doesn't have Mini, but it has GP. Alright, so yep, definitely a wild looking car. Okay, let's take a look at boot space. A standard 3-door has 211 liters, but this because if you can see, there's no rear seat at all. Okay, so it has a bit more space. Boot space is at 612 liters. Alright, so you can see I have my I can fit my laptop bag. Okay, I can probably even fit my golf bag in sideways. You know, you have a bar that crosses the back where the rear seats are supposed to be. Okay, this is not a crossbar. Okay, and I'm sure you have seen in other videos. Alright, it's just there for show. Alright, or possibly also to stop things from your boot hitting the seats in front. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's also a GP logo imprinted into the side of the panel there. Alright, so this is the rear boot. Do take note that there is no rear reverse camera. There's also no rear wiper on this car. Okay, so let's take a look inside. As you open the door, you will notice the GP kick plate on the side seal. You also have GP logo carpets. Alright, and the interior looks. Besides that, it has it also has this metal clip in the center of the steering wheel. Okay, so let's have a seat inside. Okay, so looks quite similar to a standard 3-door JCW. Do take note, it doesn't come with the Harman Kardon sound system. It does not have the heads-up display, and there's also no sunroof on this car. Okay, so this is really it's more like a stripped out racer if you ask me. Okay, and yeah, if you look to the back, like I said, no rear seats. You got this bar here. Alright, and what I love is definitely the red seat belts. Okay, this is real cool. The seats are JCW Dynamica seats. Alright, so it has a mixture of Alcantara, okay, along here. Alright, and then you have cloth along here and a little bit of leather here. So it's a mixture of 3 different materials, and it really grips you. Okay, this material. Okay, and the sponge, I mean the cushioning is a bit on the firm side. Okay, coupled with the hard suspension on this car, it can get quite a little bit bumpy. Alright, yeah, so that's the interior. Now, okay, let's start up the car. Foot on the brake, and you have your start stop here. Okay, so definitely it sounds louder than a normal 3-door JCW. If you take a look here, you also have your GP numbering, okay, on the passenger side. And one of the features which I love, which I feel that all Minis should have, okay, is this. Alright, basically your tire pressure indicator. Okay, so as I drive off, later on you will see that your tire pressure will actually show up. Okay, so before I reached here earlier, it was about 2.4 bars at the front and 2.1 at the rear. Okay, so this is good to know. Alright, so that also just in case if I have any flat tire, you can also detect from there. So good feature to have. Alright, so let's do a quick drive and see how this car feels on the road. Alright, as we head off, driving slow, going across some bumps, the car feels firm, feels really firm. Okay, and the brakes takes a while to get used to it. Initially, it feels a bit grabby, right, compared to the normal 5-door which I've been driving around. I just need to get used to that. Okay, we'll just try a few acceleration runs just to see how it goes. I'll just put the car in sports transmission to change the gears manually. There is actually no driving mode on this car except for GP mode. Okay, you don't have like on the 5-door where you have sports, mint and green. Okay, basically this car is like on sports mode all the time. Okay, so everything feels very instant, very direct. Okay, and we only have GP mode. If I flick the traction button off, okay, then we have GP mode activated. Alright, which is that's what it's in now. Okay, so we are in second gear. Sounds loud. Acceleration, let's try it again. Second gear. Let's wait for this car to go. Okay, let's go. Second to fourth gear feels great. It's really powerful. 306 horsepower. So like I mentioned earlier, as you drive off, the tire pressure monitor will actually pick up the tire pressure in each individual tire. So the pressure is actually displayed on your screen here, so I can see each pressure for each tire. Alright, which is really useful for me. And yeah, like I said, I mean, this should be on all minis, you know. So hope it happens. The car weighs about 1,250 plus kilos. Alright, which is lighter than the JCW 3-door. Okay, that weighs about 1,295. So it's more powerful and lighter. Definitely that's why the acceleration is a lot better than the 3-door, which only has 231 horsepower. Is this a car that you can use daily? If you're hardcore enough, yeah, definitely. Alright. But for me, I'd rather keep this as a weekend toy. Want to bring for weekend drive or even down to the track. You know, for me, I love track days, so this is the perfect tool for track days. You know, you've got the finely tuned suspension, more horsepower, bigger brakes, you know, and grippy tires. I'm sure this will do very good lap times on a racetrack. So yeah, let's head down to a few places where we can try out the cornering as well as the braking of the car. Alright. Okay, we've got some space, guys, to do some acceleration here. Bit of top steer, but yeah, this car accelerates like crazy. Braking zone coming up at the front. Let's try that. Full hot brakes should be great. Hopefully the corner is clear. want all-out handling, this is the one, guys. So guys, what's my take on this car? Well, if you're looking for the most extreme Mini, whether it's from its looks or performance, then look no further. Definitely this is it. Okay, the MINI JCW GP is the most extreme Mini you can buy, although not new. Alright. Previously Malaysia we had 10 units brought in way back in 2020, and it's all been sold. However, you can still get this from grey importers. Just for information, when we launched it back in 2020 in Malaysia, it was priced at 388,000 ringgit. Alright, and there was a SST exemption, alright, which brought the price down to 377,000 ringgit. If you look at the grey importers now, they are selling somewhere around 360,000 ringgit. You know, these cars still fetch really amazing value. Okay, partly due to, you know, I think it's one of the most extreme Mini, and it's also a limited edition. Alright, we only 3,000 units worldwide. Alright, in Malaysia probably, I don't know, we have maybe 20 or maximum 30 units in the whole country. Yeah, so prices are still pretty high for this car. Well, assuming you get one now for 360,000 ringgit, well, you're getting the most enjoyable and most exciting Mini that you can buy right now. Okay, having driven this for a short test earlier, I mean, yeah, it's a car that's it really raises up your adrenaline, you know, and it's amazing. Okay, I don't know, words just can't describe how it feels. You know, you really have to drive this car to feel it. All right. What are the highlights of the car? Well, I would say the handling. Yeah, the handling is really good. Alright, it's different from all the other Minis I've tried. I mean, this is way more extreme. You know, it's like a track car meant for the road. Alright, the brakes, also another highlight. Very powerful. You know, it stops the car really well and very, very stable. Alright, it's amazing. And acceleration, yeah, I mean, it's good. You know, with 306 horsepower in a car that weighs below 1,300 kilos, definitely acceleration is going to be powerful. You know, but the other thing I really like is also the looks. You know, it looks really wild. You know, and on the road, when you see this thing, you know, pass by, it's it almost has a presence like a supercar. Well, another highlight for me also was the fact that this GP, okay, could actually lap the Nürburgring under 8 minutes. Alright, and it's actually faster than the BMW M2, you know, which has higher horsepower. You know, so this is you know, really testament to the amazing handling that this car has right on track. Probably we should do one in Sepang and then see what kind of lap time we can actually do with this car. Yeah. Well, what about downsides of this car? If you're looking to use it as a daily driver, it is still possible, but bear in mind there's only 2 seats. Okay, it's strictly a 2-seater, right? So don't expect to, you know, fetch more than 1 passenger. Boot space, yeah, although it's 612 liters, alright, but there is no cover at the back, so whatever luggage or things that you put in your boot, basically if you park it somewhere, people can just look in and they can see whatever that you're keeping in the boot. Alright, so yeah, maybe that's a downside for me. Okay, bumpiness, I mean, if you want something that's really comfortable, then yeah, this is not the car for you. Alright, but we are back at the Ingress Auto, located along Jalan Damansara. They are the ones that loaned me the GP for this short review. Yeah, so this was the unit that we drove earlier, and like I mentioned, we have another unit. Alright, and this one has the number 2942. So both of these cars were actually produced in August 2020, and both are also priced at 358,000, and it comes with a 5-year warranty. Alright, so let's take a look at what other cars that we have here. We've got the M2 Competition, but this one is pretty rare. Take a look here. As it's a manual transmission. Okay, we don't get many M2 competitions with a manual transmission. Yeah, I'd like to do a review on this soon. And we also have the Civic Type R over here. Yeah. Which I also like to do a review on. Yeah. So guys, yeah, if you enjoyed the video on the MINI GP, yeah, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, thanks.